Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jowy and I'm your fashion and style consultant. And this topic is very dear to my heart because I have a loved one who is in this category of people. Today I'm going to be talking about fashion and style for the visually impaired. And I have a sister, who became visually impaired while we were adults. Like, while we were adults, she became visually impaired. And you can imagine the transition, she had to make. Fashion and style was one of it. And that is because growing up, we were all together when it came to style, fashion. We all looked good, always wanted to look good. So transitioning into this new way of life or into this new lifestyle, she had to make a lot of adjustments. And of course, I was a big part of it when it came to her style and fashion. And she still wanted to look good. Of course, her network changed a little bit. So she's more in touch with people who are also in this category. One common thing is they all want to look good, So their style and fashion is still very important to them. They all still want to look good. So let me talk about this a little bit. If you have anyone who is in this category of people, please share this with them. You really want to stick around and listen to this to the end because it will be very useful, for anyone who is in this category. I'll start with shoes. And before I do that, I'll give you a story about my sister. So there was a time, when she newly was transitioning into this way of life, there was a time that she was like, Jowy, I'm wearing my heels today. I still want to wear heels. I'm wearing my heels today. I don't care. So of course, we put the heels on, and this was a day that I had to guide her around. So you can imagine what the experience was, trying to climb stairs, hitting her head here and there. Nobody told her since that day. She and high heels, like very high heels, are not friends, are not exactly friends anymore. But we found various other ways, that she still looks nice and very stylish. It's just some adjustments have had to be made. So for people that are visually impaired, I advise you need to be as comfortable as possible. And the reason is people that are visually impaired always need assistance, right? They always need to be guided. So either with their cane or with another person, like it could be another person guiding them around or using their cane. In cases like this, you want to be as comfortable as possible. So stay with your flat shoes. We have very, very pretty flat shoes, that you can wear. And because visually impaired people generally rely on trust, right? They have to. So if you're going shopping, I'm saying this because if you're going shopping, you're going with someone that you trust. Or if you're asking someone to even buy something for you, you're asking someone that you trust, will do you good. So your flat shoes are your go-to, when you're visually impaired. You can wear flat sandals, you could wear pumps, flat ones, or, beautiful flat slippers as well. At the very least, if you are like my sister that still wants to wear heels, go for your kitten heels. I don't as much as even advise wedges because some of those wedges can be very high, and they could be a challenge, and you just want to stick with what is most comfortable for you. Another thing they struggle with a lot is organizing closets. So when you're organizing your closet as a visually impaired person, you need to really be able to differentiate your clothes, because most of the time the challenge is they don't know what they are picking out, right? So they don't know what color it is, so they don't know how to pair it. What I advise in that case is there are hangers that can help you with that. There are various types of hangers. There are hangers that are suede. There are hangers, that have these clips on them. This is also very advisable because you can clip your pants on it, clip your skirts on it. But then when it's suede, it's different from metal hangers, plastic hangers, and all the various types of hangers that we have. So you can use that to differentiate your clothes, for things that you can't feel. In terms of feel, they are safer there because they can feel when it's short sleeve, long sleeve, if it's a skirt, they can feel that. If it's pants, they can feel that. But in terms of color, You can use your hangers to differentiate when you're hanging your clothes. Then when you are folding your clothes, you can use buttons. The shapes and sizes of buttons can be very useful when differentiating your clothes. So you can use round buttons for, let's say, green tops, and square buttons for another color, you know, and then you can use smaller sizes or bigger sizes to differentiate. There are various ways that you can do this. So your buttons are also things that you can look towards. Now, in terms of, so even if you buy the clothes and they didn't come like that, for visually impaired people, it's a special case. So when people are assisting you with things like that, use your buttons. Let them help you use your buttons to differentiate your clothes. Even if you didn't buy them and you got them made by either a seamstress, tailors, or whatever, your tailor should know that you are a special case. So buttons, you know, zippers also. Like for the zippers, the length of your zippers can also assist you with this, you know, but especially buttons, to be honest. Keep it as simple as possible and do your buttons. And another thing, which is, oh, aren't you lucky that we are in 2022 and technology is just on another level. So there are apps and devices that as much as detect color. So if you can afford things like that, that's a speedy process, you know, that will also really help. Now, one more thing that I've seen them face challenge with is wearing clothes inside out or wearing the front at the back. For things like this, be very attentive when it comes to where the tags of your clothes are. So typically your tags are always at the back of your clothes, you know, so pay attention to that. And if you got your outfit made by a tailor, they can put again a button there so that you know that, you know, this is the back of your clothes. So please, 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 while you're you know, being stylish, if you're visually impaired and you still want to be stylish, these are some things that you can look out for, that you can pay attention to. These are ways that can really help you. There are also some things that are general, you know, whether you're visually impaired or not. To understand your style, you need somebody who has an eye for style, or pay attention to when people pay you compliments, you know, then you know that, okay, what I'm wearing today looks right, suits me, and stay with that, you know. That should be like your signature style. There's nothing wrong with signature styles, you know. It just helps you to look very good, speeds up the process, keeps it simple for you. I hope this has been useful information for someone out there. This is a topic that is very dear to me, as I said, because I have a loved one who is in this category of people. Please keep your questions coming. Remember, I want to be the pocket of light in your life, and I really want to with this one. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you again next week.